Good morning, KMMA Tribe, friends, family, students, and welcome. Today, I wanted to talk to you about the things we take for granted. And it's, I've been having some meditations about ever since I had my auto accident about a week ago. It was a pretty bad one. Probably most of you listening to this know that, but if not, you go back and see some of the stuff. Um, and so of course the first thing we take for granted, uh, cliche is our very life. The fact that we are here from day to day, we take for granted the fact there'll always be a tomorrow. Because honestly, you look at that truck, and it's an awesome miracle of God that I am here. I'm grateful to God, and I'm grateful to awesome Ford engineering that kept me alive through that thing. And we take for granted the people in our lives and that they will be here. You have to remember that, right? Especially sons and daughters. If you hear this about your moms and your dads, and we take them for granted, but one day they, God willing, they are gone. And what I mean is, like, for me as a father, I want to say, God willing, I would much rather be gone before any of my kids. Every parent feels that way. Yeah, I do truly feel for parents who have to go through that ultimate suffering of seeing their kids go before them. But what I really wanted to talk about when I talk about things we take for granted are the little things, because, you know, I this is an extension of all my gratitude. And I did a blog the other day where I talked about all the things that I have to be grateful for through this thing, from the obvious to the less obvious along the way, that are the many, many blessings, because we focus on these. Energy flows where focus goes. So when we focus on all the blessings instead of focusing on all the problems, because of course there's many of those that come with an incident like this as well. I just choose to focus on the blessings. And one I'll talk about is my wonderful wife, Barbara. I just want to applaud her and say how grateful I am for her. But it got me thinking about all the little things we take for granted uh, that we take for granted. And I don't mean to say that I take her for granted, because I'm grateful for her every single day in so many ways. But right now she's doing stuff for me that that we definitely take for granted. Barb is giving me my bath, cleaning my butt. I'm sorry to tell you that, but and driving me to and from here. There's just these little things that you're pretty positive day to day. You just don't think about at all. They're just part of the things in between the things. Like, you don't stop to think that something can happen that will keep you from being able to even do these things. And I'm just so super grateful to have such a wonderful spouse and helpmate that not only has she helped me through all of that, um, but she does it so joyfully and doesn't make me ever feel bad about it. And I'm grateful for all that. Uh, it leads me also to the second part of the message, though. The message is especially about that. Don't take the people for granted, and don't take anything in your life for granted. Every little thing is a blessing. But the second message is this. On the other hand, look, this I thought my ribs were really, really better until this morning when I coughed really bad, and it made a pop and started hurting again. And I realized, okay, those aren't really better yet. My wrist is still healing. My body's in Technicolor every time Barb does give me a shower. She noticed, she talks about all the different shades that my uh, lower body especially continue to go through, but all around my body, finding bruises we didn't even know were there, and things that the the second thing is what I wanted to say, though, is as quickly as possible, I'm doing everything that I can do. I'm controlling everything that I can control. And for me at least, and I think it would work for other people too, is when I do that, when I take control in any situation of everything that I can control, because I already in great transparency shared some of the things that I can't do on my own right now. And I'm so grateful to have my wife to do it. And then there's all these other things that I can still do. And what I do is throw myself into those things that I can still do as quickly as possible. Some people think I'm crazy. They're like, well, how come you're not just laying around recovering? Well, the reason is because, an object in motion tends to stay in motion. Object at rest tends to stay at rest. And I never want to become the victim of anything that happens to me. So what I always do is everything that I can do to move in a positive direction. And I share it with you, not to brag on me, but this is one of the things we teach at KMMA. We teach about the circle of concern and the circle of control, and that is where those two places intersect, that we should invest our time, energy, and attention. And never is this principle more evident and true than in times of tribulation. In the times where you're like, I can't clean my own butt. These are the times to throw yourself 100% more into all the things you can still do. And oh, by the way, I'm getting more and more flexible. I'll be there in no time. I hope that somehow this message has resonated with somebody who needed to hear it, because truth is, the reason I keep making these video messages and writing and doing, having meetings and doing everything that I can do, I just told you the secret. It's because that's what keeps me positive. That's what keeps me alive. That's what keeps me moving in the direction of my dreams, instead of allowing myself to become victim to the things that happen. I really believe it's one of the most powerful things we teach here too at KMMA. If you're already in the tribe, you probably already know that. And if you're not, we hope to see you soon. You know that you can just go to tampakravmaga.com, and we got a 2-week free trial there, or you can call the school 813-948-4844. Either way, we'd sure love to help you in 2025 start moving towards your dreams and goals and accomplishing whatever it is for you. Prepare to live, empower to lead. I'm Shihan Steve.